The Galactic Council was the most powerful group in the galaxy. It was made of leaders from many advanced alien species. They ruled hundreds of planets and watched over the stars like gods. On this day, they sat in their great meeting hall, a shining dome floating in space, full of lights and large screens. Each screen showed a different planet, but today, they were all focused on one small, strange blue planet at the edge of the galaxy. Earth. A tall alien with silver skin and golden eyes stood up. His name was General Varnick, commander of the Krezk Empire. He smiled, showing sharp teeth. "Look at them," he said, laughing. "These humans still burn fuel to fly ships. Their weapons are like toys, and their so-called final defense is a joke." The other council members chuckled. Some even clapped their hands or made strange sounds of amusement. They had studied Earth for years and believed it was weak, old, hopeless. Another alien, thin and spider-like, clicked its legs together. "Their satellite called Guardian has never moved in decades. We believe it's broken." Varnick waved a hand. Yes, that is their final weapon. A rusty machine floating in space." The screen showed the satellite now. It was black and round, with no lights, no movement. It floated silently in high orbit above Earth, like a sleeping stone. The council roared with laughter again. But then, far below, on Earth, something strange happened. Inside a deep underground control room, alarms began to beep. "Sir," a young technician shouted, "there's movement from Project Guardian." The room became quiet. An older woman stepped forward. Her uniform was old and faded, but her eyes were sharp. Her name was Admiral Cora. She had worked on Guardian long ago, and many thought she was just a memory. Now she stared at the screen. "That's impossible. Guardian hasn't moved in 43 years. But on the screen, they could all see it. The satellite, Guardian, was turning. In space. The satellite made no noise. It simply rotated, aiming itself toward deep space. Its dark shell shimmered slightly, as if it had just woken up from a long sleep. Back in the council hall, the laughter stopped. "What is it doing?" asked the spider-like alien. Varnick frowned. "It's probably just a glitch. Old machines do strange things." But he wasn't sure. He leaned forward. The smile on his face was gone. Then, another screen lit up. A signal, a message from Earth. Just 3 words: "We are ready." Far across space, hidden in the darkness, a massive alien fleet began to move. They were called the Zarkith Swarm, a warlike species known for destroying planets and leaving no survivors. They had been waiting for the Council's command to strike, but they didn't wait anymore. The Swarm Queen, a massive creature with wings of fire, opened her eyes and hissed, "Earth has spoken. Now we silence it forever." Her fleet jumped into light speed. Thousands of warships headed straight for Earth. Back on Earth, inside Guardian, machines began to hum. Red lights flickered to green. Energy built up inside strange coils. Data flowed through wires older than any human alive. But no one knew what Guardian would do. Even Admiral Cora didn't know. "Guardian was built after the First Galactic War," she said quietly. "We used alien tech we didn't understand. We never tested it fully." A young officer asked, "Then what does it do?" She looked up at the satellite on the screen and whispered, "It defends Earth in ways we were too afraid to imagine." Up in space, far away from Earth, the council continued to watch. Some looked worried now. Some whispered. Some shouted. "We did not approve this attack." One shouted. "They woke up the Guardian." This was not supposed to happen. Varnick stood still, staring at the screen. Then, for the first time, the council saw it. Guardian opened. Its black shell pulled back like petals on a strange flower. Inside was not a weapon, not a cannon or missile, but a dark sphere, spinning slowly, glowing with deep red light. "What is that?" someone asked. The sphere turned and looked directly at the council's camera drone. Thousands of light years away, the screen went black. A voice echoed in every council member's mind, cold, calm, not human. "You have been watching. Now you will learn." Back on Earth, Guardian sent out a silent pulse. In the dark of space, one of the Zarkith scout ships blinked out of existence. No explosion, no trace. It was just gone. The swarm stopped, confused. Then another ship disappeared. Then a third. Panic spread through the alien fleet. Back in the council chamber, silence returned. Heavy, cold. No one was laughing anymore. The alien fleet floated just outside Earth's orbit. Thousands of ships, big ones, small ones, fast ones, all armed with deadly weapons. They had destroyed many planets before, but now they were afraid. Something was wrong. Scout ships were disappearing without a trace. Not a battle, not even debris. It was like something was erasing them from reality. And in the middle of Earth's orbit, the silent satellite, Project Guardian, had opened. Inside it spun a black-red sphere. It had no clear purpose, no visible weapon, but it was moving. Watching, the aliens didn't know what it was, and neither did the humans. Far below, in a deep bunker under the Rocky Mountains, alarms kept ringing. Earth's leaders had gathered in the war room. They were scared, confused, angry. "This is out of control," the president said. "That thing, Guardian, we never finished it. Why is it active?" No one had an answer, not even the generals. Then, the steel doors opened. A woman walked in, older, strong. Her face was lined with years of hard decisions. Her name was Admiral Cora. The room went quiet. "Cora, you're still alive," someone whispered. "Yes," she said, "and so is Guardian." She walked to the center of the room, looked up at the big screen, and saw the satellite turning, slowly, but with purpose. "Guardian wasn't just a weapon," she said. "It was a warning to the galaxy. Years ago, during the First Galactic War, Earth had captured alien tech, pieces of something ancient, something no species understood. Scientists tried to copy it, but it didn't follow normal rules. It wasn't just a machine. It could think, it could feel danger, it reacted to fear, to lies, to violence. They called it reactive intelligence. It couldn't be controlled. So, they locked it inside Guardian and hoped they'd never need it." "Why is it waking now?" the president asked. Admiral Cora stared at the screen. "Because something terrible is coming," she said, "and it knows. In space, the swarm." Queen hissed with rage. "Send more scouts, find out what this thing is." But her commanders were silent. They had already lost 12 ships. No fight, no warning, just gone. One of her captains finally spoke. "It's watching us, whatever it is. It's choosing who lives and who dies," the queen roared. "Then we kill it first." The ships turned their weapons toward Guardian, on Earth. Cora watched the radar. "They're targeting it," a technician said. The humans were powerless. Guardian wasn't answering any messages. They couldn't control it. "It doesn't need our help," Cora whispered. Suddenly, Guardian moved. It spun once, then vanished, just disappeared. The room gasped. "Where did it go? Did it cloak?" "No," Cora said, eyes wide. "It shifted. It's using non-linear movement." The screen lit up again. Guardian was behind the alien fleet. Then it spoke. No sound, just a message, burned into every screen on every ship. "You are not welcome." The Swarm Queen ordered all ships to fire. Missiles launched, lasers blasted. Everything hit Guardian at once. Blinding light filled the sky. When it cleared, Guardian was still there, not a scratch. The alien ships, the front line, had vanished. 100 ships, gone. No explosion, just erased. The Swarm Queen screamed. In the council chamber far away, fear spread. General Varnick stood frozen, watching the screen. "This wasn't supposed to happen," he said. One of the other aliens whispered, "Earth has something we don't understand." "No," another corrected, "Earth has something no one understands." Back in the Earth war room, a technician read a new signal. It's a scan. Guardian is scanning the alien fleet." "Why?" someone asked. Admiral Cora frowned. "It's judging them." "Judging, yes, that's what it does. It doesn't kill, it decides." Above Earth, Guardian lit up again. Another message appeared, across every screen in space. "Final warning, leave or vanish." The stars themselves seemed to hold their breath. Guardian had spoken. "You have been measured. Judgment begins." The alien fleet, once proud, fearless, and massive, now shook with panic. Ships drifted apart, losing formation. Inside the Swarm Queen's ship, lights flickered. The crew screamed. Some covered their heads. Others clawed at their own helmets, trying to tear them off. Fear had entered their minds. But it wasn't natural fear. It was something worse. It was Guardian's fear, cold, silent, and absolute. Back on Earth, Admiral Cora watched Guardian from the war room. She could feel it too. A quiet pressure in the back of her mind, like someone or something was looking through her. "Is it judging us too?" a technician asked quietly. Cora didn't answer. She didn't have to. They all felt it. In orbit, Guardian moved, not fast, not violent. Just purposeful. It floated closer to the alien fleet, without firing a single shot. But everywhere it passed, alien systems shut down. Shields collapsed, weapons failed, engines died. Some ships tried to flee. They didn't get far. Guardian sent a pulse of red light. They froze. Literally. Their entire ships turned to black crystal, still, silent, dead in space. No explosions. Just a silence. The Swarm Queen clutched her head as she saw visions. A burning planet, children screaming, her own soldiers begging for mercy. Get it out of my mind, she roared. But Guardian didn't stop. In the Galactic Council's chamber, panic spread. The spider alien slammed its limbs on the table. We must stop this. Send reinforcements. No, another alien cried. Guardian is not just a weapon. It is a warning from the past, a curse. General Varnick remained quiet. He looked at the screen, at Guardian. And for the first time in his long, cruel life, he felt small. Back in the human war room, a strange new alert flashed. A message from Guardian. It was direct. Only 3 words. Prepare for contact. Everyone stared. What does it mean? A young officer asked. Cora stood slowly, her face pale. It means Guardian is going to speak to us. At that moment, in the deepest part of the satellite, the red-black sphere cracked open. A beam of light shot out straight toward Earth. It didn't hit anything. It just touched. And then to every human on the planet heard a voice, not out loud, not in their ears, but deep inside their minds, calm, cold, beyond human. Earth has shown restraint. Earth has passed. Now Earth must choose. Back in the alien fleet, what was left of the swarm screamed in confusion. Dozens of ships had already turned to crystal, others powered down completely. Then, Guardian sent a signal directly to the Queen's ship. One final message appeared on her screen. You are no longer needed. Her screen shattered. Her ship cracked open from the inside, and the Queen was gone. Not dead, erased. In space, the last alien ships turned and ran. They didn't care about honor, orders, or pride. They just wanted to escape, but Guardian didn't chase them. It simply watched. And recorded everything on Earth. Admiral Cora stood as the room fell quiet. The war was over, but the message was clear. Earth had passed, but now, Earth must choose. Choose what? Someone asked. No one knew, until Guardian spoke again. You are ready to become more. Silence hung over Earth like a heavy cloud. The alien fleet was broken. Their queen, erased. Most of their ships had been turned to stone, or vanished into empty space. The rest had fled. But the humans weren't celebrating, not yet, because Guardian had spoken. You are ready to become more. And now Earth had to decide. In the war room, Admiral Cora stood before a glowing screen. On it, strange symbols appeared, alien language, slowly shifting into English. Guardian was offering a choice. No one knew what it meant. What is it asking? The president said. Cora read the words out loud. Accept evolution, or remain as you are. A silence followed. Then chaos. Leaders shouted. Scientists argued. Generals feared the worst. Is it asking us to join it? Or to become something else? Maybe it's a trap. Cora remained quiet. She remembered the original Guardian files from decades ago. There was something the public never knew. Something buried deep in the data. Guardian was not made by humans. It had been found inside a meteor, hidden beneath Antarctica. Long ago. It was old. Very old. And not from this galaxy. Human scientists had tried to study it. They failed. So instead, they locked it up. But Guardian had watched humanity for years. And now it had made its decision. Back in space, the red-black sphere glowed brighter than ever. Then it split open. Inside, there was not metal. Not fire, but light, pure light across Earth. Strange things began to happen. Machines started working on their own. Satellites reconnected without power. Wounded soldiers suddenly healed. Children born with illness were now strong. No one could explain it. But one word appeared on every screen: upgrade. In the war room, a new message came through. This time, directly to Admiral Cora. Humanity stands at the gate. To cross, you must let go of fear. Everyone turned to her. What do we do? The president asked. Cora looked around. She saw soldiers, scientists, young officers, old generals. They had all been ready to die for Earth just days ago. Now, they were being asked to live for something more. She took a breath, then spoke into the mic. Guardian, show us what comes next. Above Earth, the light exploded. But it wasn't fire. It was data. Knowledge, a flood of images, sounds, blueprints, equations, all pouring into Earth's systems. No one could understand it fully. Not yet. But Guardian was sharing. It was opening the door to something new, faster than light travel. Anti-gravity, clean energy, biological healing, artificial intelligence with emotion. But there was a final warning in the message. You must remain kind, or I will return. And then Guardian powered down. Not gone. Just waiting. Some were afraid, some were amazed. But one thing was clear. Earth had been chosen, and the galaxy would never see it the same way again. In the deep stars, The fleeing aliens sent out a distress call. They warned every species, do not attack. Earth, do not provoke the humans. They were gifted a sleeping god, and now it's awake. The alien fleet was silent. No one moved. No one spoke. They had just watched 100 ships disappear without warning. No damage, no bodies, just erased. Floating above Earth was the cause, a strange black satellite called Guardian. Inside it, a red-black sphere spun slowly, sending silent signals into the stars. And now, it had sent a message. Final warning, leave or vanish. Inside the lead alien ship, the Swarm Queen snarled. Her skin glowed with heat. Her wings twitched in anger. She slammed her claw on the control panel. Bring me the humans, she roared. Let them explain what this thing is. Her officers looked at each other nervously. Your Highness. One said, we sent a message to Earth. They're not replying, the Queen hissed. Then we will force them to reply. In Earth's war room, red lights flashed. They're sending boarding ships, a soldier shouted. Where are they going? The President asked. Multiple locations, military bases, power stations, spaceports. Admiral Cora stepped forward. They're trying to break our defense from the ground. Can we stop them? She shook her head. No. Guardian is our only line now, back in space. Small alien dropships flew toward Earth, fast, hidden by stealth systems. But Guardian saw them. The red sphere pulsed once, then time slowed. The ships stopped in midair, still moving, but very slowly, like flies in thick honey. One ship exploded into dust. Another folded into itself, vanishing with a pop. The last one turned around on its own and flew straight into the sun. No human weapon did that. No known science could explain it. On the alien bridge, fear turned to panic. One commander shouted, that machine is alive. It sees everything we do. Another whispered, we shouldn't have come here. In the council hall, many alien leaders were watching closely. General Varnick clenched his fists. The humans have unleashed something old, something forbidden. The spider-like alien beside him shivered. We studied Guardian for years, but now I wonder, did the humans even build it? Varnick looked at the screen. Or did they just wake it up? Suddenly, a new signal arrived. Guardian was broadcasting to the galaxy. No words, just an image. It showed Earth, covered in light. Then, it showed the alien fleet, covered in darkness. And then it showed what would happen next. The fleet gone. Only silence. Inside the alien command ship, the Swarm Queen screamed, enough of this ghost story. Bring out the Doom Cannon. A giant weapon unfolded on the side of her battleship. It was made to destroy planets. It had erased moons before. The Queen gave the order. Fire. A beam of dark energy shot through space, straight at Earth. Every human satellite exploded. The sky lit up. Alarms rang across the world. People screamed and ran for cover. But then, Guardian moved. Faster than light. It flew between Earth and the energy beam. And the beam bent. It curved, twisted, and turned back around. It hit the alien fleet. The Doom Cannon exploded. 5 alien battleships melted into dust. On Earth, Cora's eyes were wide. It redirected the shot. How? Someone asked. She said nothing, because there was no answer. Then, Guardian sent a second message. But this time, not to the aliens. It spoke to the humans. In English. 3 words on every screen. Do not interfere. Back on the alien ship, the Swarm Queen collapsed into her throne. Her voice was small now. What is this thing? A nearby officer whispered. A sleeping giant, and we just woke it. The space around Earth was quiet, but not peaceful. The alien fleet had stopped attacking. Half their ships were already gone, erased by something they didn't understand. Floating above Earth, the satellite called Guardian spun slowly. Inside it, the red-black sphere glowed brighter. Every alien sensor tried to scan it. None could. It gave off no heat, no energy waves, no sound. But it was doing something. Watching. Learning. Deciding. Inside the Swarm Queen's command ship, fear had turned into confusion. She paced back and forth. Why won't it fight us directly? She growled. What is it hiding? Her science officer showed her a screen. Highness, this is not a weapon. At least, not in a way we know. He pointed to the sphere inside Guardian. It doesn't use energy or matter. It affects space, time, thought. The Queen narrowed her eyes. You mean, it attacks the mind? The officer nodded slowly. Yes, and it's learning ours. On Earth, Admiral Cora sat alone in a cold metal room. She was deep underground. In the old Guardian lab, the walls were lined with notes, photos, strange symbols. Some were human, others were not. A technician brought her a file. Ma'am, these are the old test logs from Project Guardian. back when you were still in command. She opened them. Inside were records of the first time Guardian had activated. 43 years ago, a scientist had written, "It thinks faster than light. It doesn't ask for orders. It decides if you are a threat. This is not AI. This is judgment." Cora closed the file. "This wasn't made to win wars," she whispered. "It was made to prevent them." In orbit, a group of alien warships tried a different plan. They launched drones, unmanned, no life inside, to test Guardian's response. The drones moved quietly toward it. Guardian didn't react. The aliens cheered. "It only targets life." But just as the drones got close, they turned around. On their own, the drones flew back at full speed and crashed into their own fleet. Thousands died. The alien commander screamed in horror. "IT took control of our systems." On the Galactic Council's homeworld, the leaders were no longer laughing. Many wanted to retreat. Others argued they should never have sent the swarm. General Varnick stood up. "This is not Earth's power. This is older, deeper. Earth was just the one brave enough to keep it." The spider alien whispered. "Then what do we do now?" Varnick stared at the screen. "We pray it doesn't judge us too." Back in Guardian, the sphere began to pulse faster. One pulse every few seconds. Each pulse spread across space and reached not just ships, but brains. Aliens began to feel dizzy. Some fainted, some screamed, some fell to their knees and cried. They saw visions of their own crimes, their past wars, their worst fears. Guardian wasn't firing weapons. It was showing truth on Earth. Cora stood in front of a camera. She sent a message to the alien fleet. "You wanted to see our final defense. You thought it was a weapon." She paused. "But Guardian is not a weapon. It is a mirror. You attacked a sleeping planet. Now the mirror shows you who you really are." The Swarm Queen clawed at her eyes. "I see them," she screamed. "I see the worlds we burned. The voices make it stop." But it didn't stop. Guardian kept sending truth. And then it changed. The red-black sphere stopped spinning. It pointed toward the Swarm Queen's ship. Everything went still. Then, across the stars, one final message appeared. "You have been measured. Judgment begins." Weeks passed. The stars were calm again. But the galaxy was not. The word had spread. Earth has changed. Earth has risen. Alien empires that once mocked humans now watched them with silent fear. No one dared to attack again. Not after Guardian. Not after what it did to the swarm. On Earth, everything was changing fast. Cities rebuilt overnight. Hospitals emptied. Diseases vanished. Energy plants shut down. Clean power now flowed from floating cores. Gifts from Guardian. Satellites returned to orbit on their own. People no longer feared the dark, because something ancient was watching over them. In a classroom in New Tokyo, children used floating tablets. In the fields of Africa, farmers used drones to grow crops faster than ever. On the moon, human engineers began building Earth's first starship, powered by gravity engines that no human scientist fully understood. In the old Guardian lab, Admiral Cora stood alone. She watched the new ship rise. Her comms officer walked in. "Ma'am, Council Command requests a reply." "Which council?" Cora asked. "All of them." She turned, surprised. The alien Galactic Council had sent a message, not a threat, not an order, a request. The message was simple. "Earth, we ask to speak. We welcome you to the stars as equals." The war was over. But a new kind of power had begun, and Earth now sat at the center of it. In deep space, the broken alien fleets watched Earth's new ship rise from the moon. Some wept. Others trembled. The old spider alien from the council whispered, "They were children once. We laughed at them. Now they lead." On Earth, people were hopeful, but unsure. What would humans become? Would power corrupt them? Or would they be better than those before? The world stood at a turning point. Guardian, now silent in orbit, sent one last message before it went fully dark. "Rise gently. Do not become what you defeated." Earth listened, but the galaxy wasn't ready. Some wanted peace, others wanted revenge, and far away, something else had heard Guardian's signal. Something ancient, something older than war. And it was coming. Earth stood proud, stronger, smarter, united. The first human starship, the Horizon, floated just above the moon. Inside, scientists, soldiers, and explorers prepared for a journey beyond the solar system. They would go where no human had ever gone. But something was wrong. A new signal was detected. Not from Earth. Not from Guardian. Not from the galaxy. It came from the void beyond mapped. Spacey, a place no star touched. No light reached. It was ancient. Cold. Empty. The signal repeated one message in a dead language. Guardian translated it. We have heard your voice. We remember what you found. You were not meant to awaken it. The Horizon crew stared at the screen. What does it mean? One whispered. Guardian, silent for days, answered, it means something greater is coming. Something even I cannot stop. Admiral Cora stood in the command room. This thing, she said. What is it? Guardian answered again. It was the first conqueror of galaxies. It lives in shadows between dimensions. Long ago, the ancient builders made me to watch for it. Cora's eyes narrowed. You weren't Earth's final defense, Guardian finished the thought. I was the warning system. Far beyond the stars, the void cracked, not like glass. Like reality itself was breaking. A dark shape moved through it. No engines, no sound, no stars reflected on its surface, just emptiness. The galaxies near it flickered and died. Back in Earth's orbit, Guardian changed. Its red-black sphere faded into pure white. A new message appeared across all human and alien screens. Final threat approaching. Earth must decide. Again, run, submit, or rise together. The Galactic Council sent its reply first. They had once feared Earth. Now, they called for help. Humans, we mocked you. We feared you. But we need you. Stand with us. Admiral Cora stood on the deck of the Horizon. The sky behind her was filled with human-built defense ships, now powered by Guardian's ancient tech across the fleet. Her voice rang out. We were once weak. We were once prey. But now we are the line. Earth sent its message into the stars. We choose to rise. As the void opened and the great shape approached, Guardian made its final move. It merged with Earth's network. With its ships. With its people. Now, Earth didn't just have a defense system. Earth was the defense. A battle began, not of missiles, but of will, of light, of thought. Across space, humans and aliens fought side by side. Ships powered by gravity and light danced across the void. Guardians' voice echoed in every mind. Hold the line. Together. The ancient being tried to crush them. But it had forgotten one thing. Humanity never gives up. They had survived ice ages, wars, betrayals, and worse. Now they stood for the galaxy itself. And they won, not with fear, but with unity. In the end, the void closed, the darkness faded, and silence returned. But it was a new kind of silence. Peace. Hope. Earth had changed the galaxy. Not by destroying it. But by saving it. The Horizon floated once more above the moon. This time, it wasn't alone. Dozens of alien ships joined it. The age of fear was over. A new age had begun. Led by Earth, Guardian sent one final message, not in words, but a feeling. Sent to every being across the stars. Humanity. F***, yeah, ***.